Greetings, everybody. I'm here. Hello. Hello, hello. Come on in. Hi. Hello. Hello, hello. Look, I made it. Not too late either. And I'm not in the car. So, greetings. Nails Over Coffee, May 5th. Today I have a different travel mug. There we go. And I am coming to you from outside the Starbucks in beautiful Helena, Montana with my blonde roast. So we have successfully picked up the giant cub from school. So I'm gonna make the giant cub say hi, but he's not gonna like it. There he is. Hi. There. That's like all we're gonna get. He and his dad are the same with that. They're like, get that damn thing off of me. All right, so we'll let everybody, you were thinking about me as you did Disney nails for a client? Yes. So I have a very interesting experience to talk to you guys about today. Because the big thing on this show is, everybody says hi, giant cub. Is that the biggest thing about this show is keeping it real, right? Okay, my God, it's bright out here. You guys are gonna have to live with me with my sunglasses on today. So here's the deal. So I had an interesting experience yesterday. There was a nail tech who referred a client to me, and I never talked to the tech, and I didn't talk to the client. Hi, Athena or Braden, whichever that is. So the client came in, she's booked on Style Seat, and the client came in and she had nails on with beautiful artwork, 3D flowers and stuff, really nice. And the client asked, did I use Young Nails? I said, no, I used Tammy Taylor. I was like, I don't do beautiful 3D art like that. So we can do something, but and she had on colored acrylic. And, so we opted to, she was booked in for a one color fill spot. So we opted to cover her acrylic with gel polish and I did a little design on the ring finger. Well, not that it's a reason, it's not, or an excuse, it just is what it is. So she happened to be my first client at the new location. And so I don't know what happened. I did her nails, she left, it was fine. Well, I get into one of the nail groups that I belong to, and see her nails before I did them and a nail of hers from after I did them. And I don't know how it happened, but one of the nails she left with was super funky, jacked up. Like, I don't know how I didn't catch it before she left. I just don't know how it happened. Shit happens. And so, unfortunately, sometimes it happens to us. So, the thing about it is that I didn't know that this client was not happy. And I did not know that, this had happened or anything, until I saw this post from the tech in a group on Facebook, which was kind of like, wow, okay. And there was some conversation about it on the post, which the post has since been taken down, but the first thing I did in the comments was, no, she didn't do anything to it. It was all me. You could see from the side profile view of the nail that I just hadn't blended in where I filled. I don't know. Like I said, stuff just happens sometimes. And so I saw the post and I commented on it. Well, that was me. And I would, if I would have, I don't know what happened, but if I would have known, I obviously wouldn't have let her leave that way. And I'd be more than happy to fix it at no charge, of course. And if she's willing to give me another try, I would give her, because it's been almost 2 weeks now, I guess it's been about a week and a half, I would do another fill on her at no charge and give, you know, her at least a good fill for what she paid for. Yeah, and I mean, and that was the thing, is that I was a little surprised. She might be a viewer of the show, I don't know, so she could be watching, but this is just one of those things. Charlotte says she should have contacted you before putting it in social media. That was just one of the things, though, that I want to express to you guys, that no matter how long you've been doing nails, you know, stuff happens. Sometimes we have a bad nail day, sometimes there's just stuff we miss, whatever. And it doesn't matter if you've been doing nails for 6 months, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, it doesn't matter. So, you know, when it happens, claim it. Even if you don't know why, say, I don't know why it happened, but I'll gladly fix it. And that's the thing. And so really keeping in mind that we need to treat each other nail techs like not every client. Now, you always need to do your best, because just like as in this case, not every client is going to get a hold of you. It's right here. So I'll drink some right now. Not every client is going to get a hold of you and tell you that they weren't 100% happy. So, Nail Talk Radio wanted to know where my coffee was, so here it is. But so whatever it is, own it and fix it. And as far as techs go, like, I have lots of times I've referred people to other techs and maybe something hasn't come out right. Contact the tech first and say, hey, you know, I sent you so-and-so and they really weren't happy and this was why, and, you know, is there any way we could fix that? Or, you know, it's just that whole thing of, back to that, we are each other's brethren. So I will happily, I guarantee all of my work for 2 to 3 weeks against any cracking, lifting, breaking, yellowing, no matter whose fault it is, whether it's theirs or mine. And if they're not happy with their nails, I will fix it for free in that 2-week window. And so I will gladly, happily fix her nails again, because I looked at that picture and was like, whoa, I don't know what happened there. I don't know what the deal is with that, but clearly my head was not on straight during that nail, and so now hopefully we'll get it fixed. For what reason the other tech to refer you this client? The other tech is out of my area. So this is somebody that she knows who was in my area, and she had done her full set when visiting in her area, and so sent her to me for maintenance. But this also brings another interesting question that we need to think about. See, it got bright again out here. That we need to think about, which is the eternal question of, do we work on other people's work? And for a long time, my policy was I wouldn't fill any work that wasn't mine. If you wanted to come to me, you had to soak off and do a new set, because then I could guarantee everything and all that. Unless it was like, you know, another tech who I knew what products she used, and I knew we were in the same town, you know what I mean? And she was on vacation, so I was taking her clients. Obviously, I would fill those people. But for many, many, many years, my policy was not to fill other people's work. And it just takes too much time, because you've got to look really closely. A sentiment which Amy Becker actually talked about in the class I was in on Monday, that, you know, you have to look really carefully. You can't just e-file or file away or whatever. Yeah, I mean, some people had that policy, but then I went to go work at the spa, and when you're working at a place where you don't book your appointments and all that kind of stuff, you're on somebody else's time, you do whatever's on the other side of the table from you. And so I got really used to working on other people's work. And then I haven't really had to worry about it being, you know, personal service and being mobile for a really long time. Well, now I think I may have to revisit that policy now that I have my salon open again. I may need to revisit that policy of not working on other people's work. Not that the work is bad. It's just that way you can know what you're in for at the appointment. You know, this particular appointment was booked for a one color fill, which I book in for a 45-minute spot. And then I add 15 minutes if they're going to want gel polish or simple art or something like that. So this ended up being where I was either going to have to remove her colored acrylic and re-overlay the whole thing in another colored acrylic or something like that, or I was going to have to put gel polish over the top. In either case, I would have booked an hour, not 45 minutes. And so I was already going to be cut a little for time anyway. And I had a little bit of extra time to play with, so it ended up being okay. But when I book a full set on a new client who has product already on, I book an hour and 15 minutes. So I have time to remove and prep and reapply. And so I think that I just may go back to that policy. I know, and I feel like it seems snotty to say, well, I don't work on other people's work, but I think it's more of a scheduling issue than anything else, especially with doing online booking. It's really hard when you're doing online booking to just do whatever sits in your chair. If you're not going to have an in-person conversation with the person you're booking, it's really tough. So, okay, well, since we are not in a normal place, we're in Helena, Montana. Before I sign off here, I'm actually going to walk out here to the edge of the building. And I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can get a little view of where I'm at. It's very, very pretty here. I actually took a video the other day while I was... So let's see if I can give you guys... Of course, I'm in the middle of town, which is different, but let's... There we go. There's Carroll College over there. Which material could cause problems on client's nail or skin if a client tells you there's an allergy? That's a really interesting question. And Starbucks. You have to be careful because it really depends on how the product is formulated. So if they're allergic to acrylic, then if they're allergic to acrylic, you still have to be careful of some gels because some gels use the same acrylates. They're just done as oligomers, which are longer polymer chains than monomers, but shorter than polymers. And so that's why they're that kind of slurry consistency. So generally, if a gel, from what I've been told, is that generally if a gel heats up when you use it, oh no, you mean if you do a refill on other nail work. Oh, okay. Well, I'll finish this thought and then I'll answer that one. Generally, if a gel heats up, it's more like an acrylic than it is like a gel. And the more it heat spikes, the more. So, keeping that in mind for client allergies. Hi, Kate. But, in regards to your question, okay, so it really shouldn't matter from one product to another. As far as the acrylic is concerned, acrylic is acrylic. It shouldn't matter, but you are going to have a problem sometimes. So like if you're going to cover it with polish or gel polish or something like that, it really doesn't matter. Because you don't have to worry about a color difference or any of that kind of stuff. The biggest problem usually seems to be a color difference. Whether it be that the product you're applying is more clear or less clear or a slightly different pink or something like that. That seems to be more of the problem with acrylic. Gel, it seems to be a little more consistent. I got to be careful if I fill another's work as acrylic sets off my allergy, but I will fill with gel. Right. Exactly. So you shouldn't have a problem filing on the acrylic, even though you have an allergy, if the acrylic was cured all the way, or if it was the right product ratio. If it was the right ratio, so when you go to e-file it off, there's no uncured monomer left in the nail, then there shouldn't be a problem. Because once it's cured, it becomes inert. And so it shouldn't, even with an allergy, once it's been fully cured, it shouldn't be a problem. I would still wear gloves just to be safe, preferably long sleeves if you can. But here's the biggest thing that I've found is you have to make sure the acrylic that you leave behind is rough, like with 100 grit file rough. Obviously not the natural nail, but like with the acrylic needs to be rough, because it needs that to be able, the dust particles are my allergy, the odor from monomer 2, certain resins. That's interesting. The dust particles are your allergy. That's generally only a problem if a not proper mix ratio is right. If a proper mix ratio is right, you shouldn't have any problem from the dust, because you may have a problem with the dust right after you apply it, because it takes 24 hours for the monomers and polymers to finish linking up. So yes, finish filing on acrylic with a dust allergy you could definitely be allergic to the dust on that. But when somebody comes in after 2 or 3 weeks, it shouldn't be affects your breathing, lose feeling, my fingertips, blisters, etc. on hands and face. Interesting. I would really like to look into that more, because that's really interesting. And a good dust absorber does reduce the risk, of course. If you have a really good dust extraction system, that helps. But yeah, once you get the nail all prepped right, the acrylic, again, it's inert, and acrylic and gel are chemically compatible enough that you should be able to pretty easily fill in gel over the top of acrylic, and it shouldn't separate unless you left the acrylic too smooth. If you left the acrylic too smooth, then yeah, you'll get where the whole just sheet of gel peels off where the acrylic was. So, so you just got to make sure you leave the acrylic really rough. And I didn't think it would work. I thought it was just me who couldn't make it work, until last year I had Amy Becker fill one of my acrylics with gel, and sure enough it held for 4 weeks, so totally my fault. I got it from using MMA before training. Now you have hypersensitivity. Gotcha. Yeah, that'll definitely cause a problem. And so, well, good on you for still doing gel, or even doing enhancements. To be real honest with you, if I developed an allergy, I would probably, at this stage of the game, the way the market is, I would probably just go to being a natural nail manicure pedicure tech. There's so much you can do with natural nails that I would totally do that. Nail Technician Allergy Support Group on Facebook, initiated by the Giblets. Nice. Make sure that people, if you have allergies, you check that out. Yeah, mostly natural nails now. Yeah, and we've got such great natural nail products now that, oh good, I'm glad you're already on that group. We've got so many awesome natural nail products now that there's almost no reason not to. Oh, my nail was purple when we started, and now it's pink because it got warm sitting outside. Isn't that funny? It was purple inside with the air conditioning on. So I think on Monday, yes, Dazzle Dry is hypoallergenic. Is Dazzle Dry available in the European Union yet? Do you know? I was the first one on it, and they gave me a certificate, right? Nope, Dazzle Dry is not available in the European Union yet. So Dazzle Dry is not available in the European Union yet. If the UK has not fully switched over, it will be. It will be. It's just a huge process to get that done. But I do believe you can order it from the UK and have it shipped internationally, and that doesn't, I learned that just like you can go onto all kinds of different websites and order things internationally, that if you guys haven't heard in the UK that you're following EU cosmetic guidelines yet, then you can already use Dazzle Dry. You just have to buy it from the States. So I was told CND shellac was anti-allergy, crock of shit. It can't possibly be anti-allergy because it still has components. Oh, let's see. Order it from nailina36@gmail.com. Nice. Use hashtag saving your Periscope title. It will save your scope longer than 24 hours. It's new. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Okay, I'll totally do that, which I will probably actually do with this because I'm not sure when I'm going to get to post again. Oh, I guess I'm going to be on tomorrow. So it's only Thursday. I keep thinking it's Friday. It's I've been off for 2 days. So tomorrow, I think, what was that link? It was, oh, you might have to watch on the replay. It was Helena36@gmail.com, I think was the email. So you can go to dazzledry.com and you can look it up with all the colors and all the other stuff. And then you can, sounds like order through that email. Yeah, NAILINA36@gmail.com. Hi, Liz. Glad to see you're still stalking me. And Dazzle Dry has some really cool stuff in the works too, so make sure you stay tuned because there's some really amazing stuff going on that I can't talk about yet. Yeah. All right. Well, I got to get back on the road, you guys. So, always nice to chat. Make sure you be kind to your nail tech brethren. I'm sorry to the nail tech who referred that client to me that she was disappointed in, her nails, and I hope I get a chance to fix it. If not, I understand. But hopefully, I mean, I'll fix it for free, so come on in. And so, yeah, time to get back on the road. And Helena to home is probably like, we still probably have another, 9 hours or so? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm out of here, you guys. So always, as always, keep it real. You know, I keep it real. That's what I do. So... Charlotte, I emailed Dazzle Dry and they gave me an email to put an order in. Yay! Yeah, and it's a nice, comfortable, like 80 degrees, you say it is? Like 78, 79, 80. Yeah, it's really nice. So I'm going to go turn the air conditioning back on in the car. And the giant cub has been rocking a kickin' playlist in the car, so that's been nice, which is better than the static I got to listen to on the way over because I couldn't find any decent radio stations. And if I get any place with good cell service and a pretty view, I will try to, you know, but I'll be driving, so that makes it hard. This is getting on my nerves. All right, so nails, yes, kids are very useful. Okay, so Nails Over Wheels is back on, and instead of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, it's turning into Where in the United States is Michelle Pugh. Where in the United States is Michelle broadcasting from. And it's only going to get worse from here, you guys. So, Nail Tech reality show. Yeah! All right. Peace, love, and nails. Why? I'm supposed to keep talking? Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm not picking up what Giant Cub is putting down, so I got to go. But, we're gonna get on the road again. Okay, so a new. I just broadcast to you guys from sitting outside at a Starbucks. That's a new. All right, I'm gonna take my car. No, he doesn't want to chat. No, he doesn't want to chat. Yeah, I made it on time for the show. Oops, spoke too soon. Yep, nope, I'm just getting out of here. All right, you guys, I'm out. Yeah, he doesn't want to chat with you. So, but see here, I'll try and sneak it in. There he is. No, see, he won't look. See, they say it drives safe. We just look at my viewers and say hi. There, see? He said hi. That's the best you're going to get. Seriously. All right, guys. I will catch you guys later. I'll upload this at whatever crazy time I get home tonight. All right? Say goodbye. Goodbye. All right. Yes, they say you're a good-looking lad. All right. Bye.